SOMUNIZ. Preliminary reports show that today at approximately 12:45 p.m., Troop E in Montville was notified that Rhode Island State Police was in pursuit of a male individual identified as Ian Grant, date of birth of 7/9/1985. Stop sticks were used by troopers from Troop E, but were unsuccessful. Pursuit termination techniques were used to safely end the pursuit. Members of the Rhode Island State Police tackle team were on scene and were able to safely get Grant into custody. Grant was then transported to an area hospital for evaluation. Due to our close relationship with the Rhode Island State Police, we were quickly notified and were able to assist in bringing this incident to a safe resolve. Out of abundance of caution and our close relationship with the area schools, we placed them on lockdown, but they have since been released. This incident was contained, and there is no threat to the public. And Grant is being held as a fugitive from justice right now, and charges are pending. That's all the information we have right now.
What can you tell us about how this started and where it started?
It's believed to be started in Mass. It was the incident actually started in New Bedford, Massachusetts. You'd have to contact Mass State Police for any of that information. It then went into Rhode Island, and Rhode Island assisted Mass State Police, and it then crossed the border into Connecticut, where we assisted Rhode Island State Police.
Was Grant armed?
Yes, Grant was believed to be armed. Right now, we believe to find firearms in the vehicle. We just have to take the proper steps, get a search warrant to get into the vehicle to secure any weapons.
He fired shots at pursuing troopers?
I cannot comment on that. You'd have to contact Mass State Police or Rhode Island State Police to see what occurred in their states.
Can you explain how the standoff actually ended? Did the SWAT teams actually fire tear gas into his pickup truck?
There was no tear gas fired into the pickup truck, correct? No tear gas was fired into the. There was no tear gas fired into the vehicle. It was pepper spray. Okay, so there. My apologies. A Rhode Island tactical team did use pepper spray and tear gas to safely remove Grant out of the vehicle and get him into custody.
How many fire a weapon?
I'm sorry?
Did the Rhode Island State Police SWAT team, did the Rhode Island State Police SWAT team fire a weapon?
No, not here in Connecticut. No, not at all.
They just deployed the
Less,
tear gas?
yes, less lethal. What we call less lethal force.
How many weapons were found in the vehicle?
That has been unconfirmed yet because we have to obtain a search warrant to go into the vehicle.
Were you negotiating with the suspect to have him surrender peacefully? Did you surrender? How did you get him to come out?
Yes, Rhode Island tactical team were able to negotiate and speak with the suspect.
What was Connecticut Tactical's team's role in this?
Our tactical team were en route. Rhode Island, from my knowledge, Rhode Island's tactical team was already involved in the pursuit as they crossed over the border into Connecticut.
Was he talking to the officers at the scene?
Yes.
They negotiated him out of the vehicle.
Did he have a demand, or where was he headed? How did he end up down there?
We don't know that. All that is still under investigation right now. The scene, or there's still this incident is still under investigation at this time.
How useful is a Bearcat in a situation like that? And do you train with Rhode Island use of that Bearcat?
Yeah, we have. We work closely with our surrounding agencies, both local, state, and federal. So this is something that, in training, this is an incident where our training comes into effect and helps out tremendously.
How long was he in Connecticut before he stopped?
The pursuit ended pretty quickly.
Right, so he came off Route 78 there, and then straight up here, Route 2.
So just minutes was he in Connecticut?
Minutes.
Minutes
Yes.
before State Police stopped him. And
Yes.
State Police were the ones who did stop him?
Correct.
Connecticut State Police?
Correct.
Excellent. And that was, you said, through what technique?
Pursuit termination techniques.
Okay, or what does that mean?
In this incident, we were able to use pit maneuver to safely stop the vehicle.
Have you have a previous record in any state?
That we do not know. You'd have to contact Mass State Police.
Do you know if he was connected to a fire in Dartmouth earlier today?
That we were told through information that there was a firearm involved.
Fire, like there was fire.
Oh, there was a fire. That we were told, but we again, you have to contact Mass State Police for anything that happened in their state.
Did Grant make any kind of statements to police in this whole period? What was he saying? What was he doing? Was he getting out of the vehicle at any point in a concerning manner while driving?
That during the pursuit, we don't know. He was in pursuit. He was actively evading police.
And does he definitely have firearms in the car and you're waiting to get a search warrant to see how many, or are you not sure?
Yes, he definitely has firearms in the vehicle. We're just waiting to see how many. We gotta obtain a search warrant first before actually entering into the vehicle.
Is anyone else involved in this whole situation? Is anyone else involved?
There was no one else in the vehicle. Whether anyone else was involved in any other states, you'd have to contact Rhode Island State Police or Mass State Police.
Any idea how he ended up here in Connecticut? Was he headed to New York? Did he run out of gas?
We don't know why he chose this route specifically. Again, the investigation is still ongoing, so I couldn't be able to comment on that.
That maneuver is saying it's like what is that, paper stop?
Correct.
Was that ordered, or how did that come about? Did the officer initiate that on his own? Were they trying to do it beforehand? Or did someone, from your team order, unit, whatever, use that?
Correct. Due to the circumstances, that maneuver was ordered by a supervisor to do so if deemed safe. It's just the pit maneuver, where the police cruiser or the trooper officer uses techniques to make the vehicle go into a certain direction to stop them, to prevent them from continuing to flee from police.
Was the suspect under the influence of any drugs or alcohol?
That is unknown at this time.
So you were negotiating with him, and then you fired the pepper spray?
Rhode Island tactical team were the ones that actually made contact with Mr. Grant.
And when the negotiations sort of broke off, that's when they deployed and they fired the tear gas?
We would defer to them for what they're.
Yeah, I would defer to. That is unknown. You have to. I know he's from Mass State. He's from Massachusetts. You'd have to contact Mass State Police for that.
Did he discharge any of his firearms?
Not here in Connecticut.
What's your reaction with how this all ended?
I think with the relationship that we have with our bordering states, with Mass State Police, Rhode Island State Police, even with here at Stonington Police Department, we were able to work together as we do so often with training, and conclude this incident with in a very safe manner.
And he was taken into custody by Rhode Island State Police.
He's currently held under Connecticut State Police from a fugitive from justice. Right now, we have pending charges pending. We'll have a press release later for that, and then he'll be then surrendered over to Rhode Island or Mass. Definitely reckless driving and pursuing, or being in pursuit, causing a pursuit from.
Was it Rhode Island police that, to your knowledge, ordered the pepper spray to be shot into the vehicle?
Yes, Rhode Island, the Rhode Island State Police tactical team were the ones that were in charge of escorting Mr. Grant out of the vehicle.
And that was done on command from.
They took charge of that incident, as they were the most qualified to do so.
So it must be relief that it ended the way that it did.
Absolutely, and I think that shows to the good work, the hard work, the efforts, the training that all interagency training that we do receive.
And were you communicating with Massachusetts State Police and Rhode Island Police and Connecticut State Police?
So during the pursuit, it was mainly through Rhode Island, but Mass communicated to Rhode Island. We were able to get that information. So yes, there was that communication between Mass, Rhode Island, and Connecticut.
So there were no Massachusetts State Police here on the scene?
There are Massachusetts detectives on scene as well. They're here to process their part of the incident as well.
You said there was more than one weapon in the pickup truck. What type of weapons are we talking about?
That we can't confirm until again we actually obtain the search warrant and get into the vehicle.
But there were multiple weapons.
Correct. We're believed to believe multiple weapons are found in the vehicle. Yes.
Can you spell Mr. Grant's name?
It's gonna be first name Ian, I-A-N, last name Grant, G-R-A-N-T.
And you started to say that they fired a weapon earlier on in Massachusetts. That was
That what was told of us, the reports that we received. Again, you have to confirm that information with Mass State Police. All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
great
you
day.
so much.